Hey, from the Mike Eisenstadt Performance Studio, this is the Live Music Showcase, brought to you by... Every week on WMNF Community Radio, we do a show where we have bands come and play live on the air. And we've been doing the show since 1996. Back in the 1990s, it was all one room, and I was sitting there with a little control board. And myself and a guy named Chris Smith did the show for the first 10 years or so. And then in 2005, we moved into our new building on Martin Luther King Boulevard, and since then we had a whole big crew of folks. We have a core group of about 5 people. We now do video, we do streaming live, so the show has really come a long way since those early days.
I'm the chief engineer, so I'm responsible for all the technical aspects of the broadcast. Yeah, Live Music Showcase is fairly demanding. It depends on what band is coming in. Sometimes it's just one person with a guitar, that's pretty easy. Other times it might be a 5 or 10 or even 15-piece band. During the Christmas season every year, we usually have a jazz big band, which is usually the biggest thing we do, and that's about 15 people all crammed into the studio.
At WMNF, I'm a sound mixer. I mix the Live Music Showcase. One of the big challenges is having the band show up on time. That's always but it's just, you know, I don't know what the band is typically when they come in. I might. Sometimes I know the bands, but a lot of times they just come in and say, oh, we have this instrument or we have this instrument, and I have to deal with the situation as is. And that's probably the biggest challenge. And it's a live show, so I have a 2:06 deadline. I have to be ready by 2:06. That's probably the biggest challenge.
I started studying music when I was 6. My first instrument was the violin, and that's where I learned to read music. So I kind of came through school programs, violin, trumpet, stuff like that. So by the time I picked up a guitar, I had a lot of theory, which was really helpful. You know, picking up another instrument, moving forward, and then being able to write, you know, for full bands and stuff later on. Being an unsigned local musician, you got to do everything yourselves. So, you know, we write the songs and book the shows and haul the gear and set up the PA and promote the gigs. You don't have a staff of people doing those things for you. The advantage to that, of course, is you have total control over the process. Artistically, that's a valuable thing.
I play about 9 instruments. I play cello, guitar, piano, violin, viola, bass, banjo, mandolin, harp, and ukulele. The music I play is really a mix of genres between folk, jazz, Americana, blues, country, and rock. My degree is in classical cello and with a minor in jazz guitar, so it's kind of a vast background. What I did to deserve you. What I did to deserve you, yeah. Events like this give a candid approach to this industry. You know, the major label artists and the big groups are all so untouchable. They're so hard to, it's hard to just go up to an artist after a show because there's a lot of rope, there's a lot of, you know, red tape. But, you know, when you're not huge, this is just another way for us to be intimate with our fan base. In terms of difficulty, this is easy. This is great. I love this kind of thing. I think in terms of difficulty in the industry now, you have to be good at as many things as you can. Live Music Showcase has been a long-running, kind of, in this area especially, it's kind of like an industry standard. Like, you need to do it. It's like Eddie's Attic open mic in Atlanta. You just have to do it. And, it's really cool for me. I've never played here before, so I've always wanted to as an active listener of WMNF. And to see all my friends that have played it, it's one of those kind of things. It's a rite of passage, I think. And so it's exciting for me, and I'm grateful for it. I'm really grateful for the effect they have on the music community. When I'm trying to explain WMNF to somebody and they're not following me, I tell them it's the radio equivalent of PBS. Because everybody's seen the PBS TV stations in their town, wherever they live, and the fundraising telethons that they have.
encouraging people to donate so you can keep the TV station on the air. And so people get that. And this station runs the same way, and it's been on the air for over 30 years. It's a little jewel that we have right here in Tampa Bay.
The Live Music Showcase really is a showcase of some great musicians and great music. If you like live music, if you like music of any kind, it's worth checking out because we have a full complement of different artists. Sometimes it's a bluegrass show, sometimes it's a rock show, sometimes it's a folk show, sometimes it's a jazz show or blues. If you like music, you'll find something that you will enjoy listening to.
I think the Live Music Showcase is a unique show because we bring bands in every week. A lot of the shows here or in this area, they'll have bands come in every once in a while, but it's just every once in a while. We consistently do it every week, and it's so diverse that you never know what you're going to hear. And that's probably the biggest thing about it, is the diversity. It's just that the music is so different every week.
Why is it important to have a show like this? Well, artists perform on our show. They donate their time and their talents to performing on our show. Nobody gets paid on the show. The people that listen to the show, if you went to a concert, you would just hear them play their tunes, sing their songs. But if you listen to this show, you're going to get a background on who these people are, why they're doing these things. And we ask them questions, and we find out who they are, and people are going to get some real interesting and stimulating background to the folks that are playing on the show.
Running stream bears my mind, it winds and bends, smashes through the rocks and shale.